What is up, Legionnaires? Happy Tuesday. Happy new DC Day. Hope everyone's having a fantastic start to their new year. I know I am. A lot of good books released today, a lot of good stuff to talk about. Giveaway, all that good stuff. Don't go anywhere. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get it going. As always, you got to give some love to Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to check out their website. Follow them on social media. You can find them on Whatnot. They're always doing amazing things, dropping awesome exclusives, mystery boxes, all kinds of cool stuff. And if you need anything clean to press, hit up Justin over on Instagram. The link is in the description to all my videos. Let him know you found them via the channel. And as always, a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games, my local comic shop, without whom I would not have local comics to grab. So big shout out to them. If you need a nice Facebook group to join to keep up with comics, tabletop gaming, and that kind of stuff, you can hit the links in the description. ABX has a really cool Facebook group going on. I think I have all my books here. Pretty sure I do. I think I have some of them here. This is not everything that came out. I'll find them. We'll figure this out. We shall get to the bottom of this. But first off, we're going to say hey to the people in the chat. So let's go ahead and get that going. Go through that, then we'll look at what we're giving away today. Hooray! What is going on, Las Cruces? Jumping in first at 10:18 this morning. Early bird definitely gets warm. What is going on, Scott? Good to see you. Happy New Year. J-Med, Happy New Year to you. Alan, my beautiful Alan. How I miss you. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Yeah, where are the other books? There's that one, there's that one, there's that one. Maybe this is all the books. Was it that light of a week? This ain't all the books. There's got to be more books. Hello from New Mexico. X11 Bravo, good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Gary Woods, what is going on? Yep. Ran 30 minutes late. Me and the family were out. We ran up to Cabela's, got some new work shoes. Kyle wanted to pick up a couple things. And got Finn his first BB gun. So we're going to be shooting a BB gun after this. Faith and Misery, what is happening? Happy New Year. Happy DC Day. Doing good this way. What is going on? El Green Machine, good to see you. Hey, Pops, how's it going? Brian LCS, what is up? What is up? Hello, Lisa. Happy New Year to you too. Kenny B, hello and Happy New Year to Kenneth Bird. Good to see you. That guy Dale, what is going on, Dale? Hope you're doing good today. Dale will be one of the guest contestants tomorrow night on Guess That Key. If you don't know, I co-host Sector 2815's game show Guess That Key every other Wednesday, and that guy Dale will be one of the guests this week, as well as Flo Dameron from the Bada Boom podcast will be on. That's a really fun show. It's kind of like a 20 questions type thing where someone brings a key comic book and we take turns guessing, so you can try to guess the key. And Paul always brings amazing giveaways and stuff and prizes for the live stream. So if you can catch it live, it's really fun because the chat participates and you can get an opportunity to win some cool stuff. Austin LeMay, good to see you. Happy New Year to you, Austin. Hashtag Austin over Peach. What is going on, Warlord? Hope you're doing good today. Taylor Winder, Happy New Year, Sugar Booger. Is there a dinosaur in the back? There is. It's called Finn. He's playing with his new Godzilla toys. What is going on, TJ? Hope you're doing good today. Brian, hello. So I'm going to hit this video clip, and I'm going to go try to grab the rest of my comics. So in the meantime, you are all going to learn, yet again, how to self-slab some books. All right, here we go. What I have in here, and what I've had for a while, I've kept one of these sitting in wait, is what's called a comic skin. These are slab it yourself, do it yourself items. If you're familiar with EGS Grading Company, before they got their most recent patented slabs, they used to use this company called Comic Skin. These are fantastic. You see the label on there. You can write your own label, or I'll show you what else you can do. You have these side rails here, and then you have your custom piece of art. So what we're going to do is get that bad boy out of there, which is done on a backer board, so it's perfectly sized. And just like with any other grading company, you have an inner well, which this will slide into perfectly. Once you get that in there, about center where you like it, boom. Then we have this thing like a clamshell. You have the 3 rails, but one thing's off. I don't like that label, and that's what's cool about these. These labels, you just take right out. And if you got the know-how, you can make your own, write your own, whatever. Or if you know the right people, shout out and big thank you to you know who. You can get your own label made, do it yourself even. Art label, got Austin LeMay's artist signature, the date that he drew it on, custom label on the back, QR code. You guys can hit that code, see where it takes you. How dare you? And then we'll just slide that bad boy right in here. Got that in there. We'll lift that up. And once it's in there, you got 3 rails. You got your bottom rail. Looks good. Then you got 2 side rails. Now these things are awesome because you can display and slab anything that you got. Save on all that time, money, effort, and sending it to a grading company if it's something that you're not doing for monetary value. You want it just for aesthetic purposes. And you're in there. Amazing piece. Amazing. Dude, it's always good to have a video clip ready for if you ever have to walk off. But got the rest of my books. They were spread out from where I was reading them this morning. It's not the biggest stack of books, but it is a decent stack of books. And this actually includes the ones that I'm giving away today. So the actual pool looks like was only 4 books. 4 books. But they're 4 good ones. I had the opportunity to read everything today already, which is always a plus when you have a little bit of breathing room. Yeah, but that's a very good clip, Jeremy. There are other clips in there. You got Daniel Warren Johnson drawing pieces. Is that what you want to see? That was Daniel Warren Johnson at Heroes last year, drawing the first ever Optimus Primal. Yeah. Definitely could use another clip. We just got the side rails. What do we do next? You have to check out the whole video. So what we're giving away today, and this is actually cool because I discovered something with this one, but it's the Titans Beast World World Tour Atlantis. This is actually 3 individual stories. These have been done kind of like anthologies, kind of, and the Flash one was kind of just like a story all the way through. And this one has 3 individual stories in it. They're actually really good. Riccardo Federici does the art in one of them, which is fantastic. But when I opened this, when I grabbed it, I'm like, this feels a little hefty, and I checked, and it's a double cover. So instead of DC doing the cover on the actual book, they took a full A cover and put a second cover on top of it, which is not the way that you typically do these. So this is a double cover special. So whoever wins today will not only be getting 3 cool books, one is a double cover error book. So that was pretty cool. The next one up is this gorgeous Inhyuk Lee Poison Ivy issue number 18. Gorgeous cover. Couldn't pass it up as a giveaway book. Just absolutely wicked. Absolutely wicked. Super cool. That one's going in there. I haven't been reading Poison Ivy. Last time I read Poison Ivy was during the Night Terror stuff. Wasn't really my jam. Wasn't feeling it. But you cannot deny how gorgeous some of the covers for that series have been. And next one up is a brand new issue number 1, brand new series. First time with his own solo title. And I saw this this beautiful Ariel Colon variant and its foil. I'm like, this is definitely the one. This is the one. Let me get it out the bag. Foil always looks better out the bag. Even the back is foiled. My goodness, look at that. But Neil Before Zod, issue number 1, foil goodness. Now, if you saw the video I did on the top 10 comics coming out for this week, this was on that list. And they're soliciting it as the most brutal comic of the year. Most brutal comic of the year. Kind of crazy there's a Poison Ivy ongoing. Good to see. Yeah, I'm glad that there's a market for it. What is going on? The mad respect. Couching and slouching with C Bizzle. Looks like Poison Ivy in anime. Yeah, a little bit. The art is top notch. I'm jelly of those drawings. Beautiful pieces. Yeah. Disagree. I thought the clip was top notch. Yeah, I don't disagree with that one bit, Austin. Not one bit. Fantastic piece. Love the foil. Heck yeah. I got to get that t-shirt. Yeah, give Peace a chance. The wife got this for me for Christmas. It's a fantastic shirt. Shiny. Love the foil. Dang, the year just started. Yeah, it did. We're actually technically 2 days in, so it's time to get it going. Got a GSD. Foil is great for cooking fish. What? No, not a big seafood guy. What is going on, Joffrey? Hope you're doing good. What is going on? Izzy versus in the chat. Hello. So let's get into it. Let's look at some of the books that came out today. There's only 4 to talk about and go through, and we're going to do it. We're going to talk about and go through them. First up is Chip Zdarsky's Batman number 141. What is the name of this story arc? What was the name of the story? I have it written down on something. Mind Bomb. It was Batman Mind Bomb was the name of this most recent story arc in Chip Zdarsky's run, where he's dealing with this alternate personality failsafe thing that he has in his head, where if he's not operating properly or in an event of emergency, this suppressed personality he created comes to the surface that is an untethered Batman personality. It's pure Batman, no Bruce Wayne, all vengeance, no compassion. It has taken over his body. And what we saw in the last issue, after fighting Joker and everything, it went back to the Batcave and found Failsafe, the robot, the contingency plan robot. And what it's done is it has downloaded that Zur-En-Ah personality into Failsafe, and that's where we ended the last issue. So in this final story arc issue to Mind Bomb, we will see Batman facing off with Failsafe yet again, but this time with the personality download of Zur-En-Ah in there. I read it. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. It's really cool that Chip Zdarsky's calling back to his stuff with the stories and earlier issues of his. He hasn't been on it too long, but it's still great for like world building and kind of suspense building. It just builds the story. It makes it feel like makes it feel more solid. It's not random feeling anymore. That being the case, I love the way that they concluded this story arc. I have been saying that one of my critiques with the main Batman title that I haven't liked as much as what's going on with Detective is that it's all short. It's all short. There it is. In and out. Next thing. So that he's calling back and building on what he's already done. It's making it all come together and feel more grand in scale. I like when they do stuff in comics that are long lasting, like, you know, when Batman was thought dead after Final Crisis for a while and stuff like that. It looks like Chip is actually working toward long lasting or long term storytelling now with how this ends, which is pretty dope. So I was very, very pleased with how this ended. I'm more excited now to pick up the next issue of the main Batman title than I have been. Not to say I haven't been enjoying it. I definitely enjoy it, but I'm more excited now. And that's how these are supposed to make you feel, especially at the end of a story arc. You're supposed to get the conclusion of the story and then be pumped about what comes next. And that's another thing we'll talk about here soon. Now that Action Comics concluded Philip Kennedy Johnson's run, we'll definitely touch on that before we're out of here today. Being that this past Sunday I didn't get to review any books. It was the year-end special, so we might touch on some of last week's books. Let me add that to the bottom of this. That definitely deserves some talking about. I mean, it's January 2nd, so it wouldn't be hard to say it's not the most brutal. Yeah. What are they comparing it to, right? What are they comparing it to? Happy New Year to you as well, Izzy. Hope you're doing good, my dude. Aggressively relaxing. Hello, bonjour, hola, good day, all them things. Nick's Kicks and Comics. Hey, yo, in my bubbly, drowning voice. Oh, my God. I can't even do it. Shout out to Nick's Kicks and Comics. For those that don't know, that's a reference from the most recent Dave Chappelle stand-up special on Netflix. Monkey's yelling for help in the back of the house. She might be stranded. I was about to say she might be stranded.
She keeps telling me she's done, and then she tells me she's not done, and then she tells me she's done, and then she tells me she's not done.
Is she done or not done? Does she know? I don't know if she needs help or not. Monkey gets stranded on the toilet. And when I say stranded, she chooses to be. Some days she needs help, some days she doesn't. But life of a 3-year-old. What is going on, Loaders Empire? Hey, everyone. Hope 2024 doesn't suck. I do too. 2023, I don't think it sucked. I think it was a solid year, right? Definitely a solid year. I think the positives outweigh the negatives for last year by far for me. And, you know, it's not really fun to keep track of the negatives anyways. Definitely a good year. I think 2024 can top it, though. Here's to it. Kyle of Comics, what is going on, brother? Hope you're doing good today. Yeah. It happens to us all. Dale watched the special yesterday. Yeah, I forget the name of it. The Dreamer. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, The Dreamer. It wasn't his most dynamic, funniest one he did, but more touching on like pop culture things that have happened between then and now, like the Chris Rock slap and stuff like that, and addressing the punching down comments that he got between two specials ago and this one. He faces them head on. Now she needs her own Gilligan's Island theme. Yeah, now sit right back in her ear. A tale of a stranded kid. She sure does. Next up, all right. I think it's like my new thing when I'm seeing these DC comics hitting shelves, especially in this Dawn of DC era with us getting all these number ones across the board. I think the new safe bet is like when you see a number 7, pick it up. Number 7 means we're about to send this run off the rails in the best way possible. We're going nuclear. So all of them are starting with these issue 1s, and they're gearing them toward that trade paperback collecting format. They want to do 6-issue story arcs, and that's kind of normal. But the thing with these is, like, if they can write a good enough story, or if the book catches enough traction that the order numbers are really good, they'll extend the run. Or in this case, some of these are started as an ongoing, and that 7th issue just kind of is where the story just unfolds and opens. We first saw it with Green Arrow getting an extension from 6-issue to ongoing. And then it's happening in another comic. And this week it's happening with Shazam versus Black Adam. Mark Waid and Dan Mora's ongoing Shazam title featuring Captain Marvel hits number 7 this week. Mark Waid wrote this one. Dan Mora does not do the interiors. We have a guest artist on it. The guest artist does a good job. His style fits the title. And you can tell from the cover, this is, man, for me, this is like in the conversation for cover of the week. Just the dynamic trade dress, the lightning coming down. Black Adam is just super cool. And yeah, the artwork in here, I'll show you the first page, a little teaser. We have Captain Bizarro, but the artwork definitely matches. It's not Dan Mora, but it's definitely on brand for the book. And what we see in here is Black Adam getting introduced into the title for the first time since it really started. So far, we've had this fantastic 6-issue story that Mark Waid felt the need to, and I think he was absolutely right and justified with kind of reverting Captain Marvel back to who he has been since he first was introduced in Fawcett Comics all those years ago. So between then and now, he's lost his name. He shares his powers. He's lost so much so that I didn't enjoy the character hardly at all anymore. I wasn't a fan. Like, the movies were entertaining enough, but I'm not a fan of like this idea of like this entire orphanage has the power of Shazam. You can't call him by his name, and people started thinking that this character's name is Shazam. Even it just bothered me. I just didn't like it. It wasn't this character. That's like, I love Batman, but don't call him Batman. And he's not a genius, and he doesn't use technology. Like, that's not Batman anymore. That's how this character is kind of felt to me. But Mark Waid spent 6 issues solidifying that he does no longer share his powers with those other kids. Mary Marvel has her abilities, much like Black Adam, who gets his abilities from a separate set of gods. She does too. Billy Batson has the power of Shazam. His name is not Shazam. The wizard is Shazam. It's called the power of Shazam. You know, the wizard there. So he's got his name back. For legal reasons, they can't call him Captain Marvel, but he's called the Captain. He's acted like a little kid when he's been in Captain Marvel form for years, and that doesn't make sense because he has the wisdom of Solomon. Some writers have tried to address it, and it doesn't work out, but Mark Waid just wrote it back in. He, like, Solomon was holding back, giving him his full wisdom for all these years, but he gave it back to him in issue 6. So this is the first issue with the proper Captain Marvel back operating at full capacity, and it felt great. It felt super great. We get to see a lot of catching up with his family as well. They're present. They're not empowered, but they're present, and see what's going on with them. It was fun. Action-packed as well. Action-packed. What is going on, Blue Hellion Comics? Hope you're doing good. Now she needs her own Gilligan's Island. There's that. It definitely wasn't his best, but there were some funny parts. Oh yeah, it was most definitely worth watching. But man, he's done some home runs. Just got off work and getting home, dropping that much heart Legends Legion. Shout out to Collecting with Durs. Hope you're having a very happy New Year. We are Legion. Thank you, Mark. Hope you are too. Yeah, so far so good. I started off the first of the year strong. Picked up a great book. What'd you get? Drop a comment. Let us know what you got. I started off the year strong too. Made a massive toy discovery just on accident. I ran yesterday from work to the Walmart to pick up a bunch of like 50-pound bags of dog food. And I don't ever go in there without perusing through the toy aisle and found the first shipment of Godzilla X Kong figures that hit shelves. So picked up one of each of all the different ones that they had. I got 4 of 6 of Wave 1 in one fell swoop. You can check out the YouTube short channel. That's where I do most of the toy stuff. And there's some good stuff. Superman Lost got me. I told you. Yeah, it gets so good. So good. I think we got one more issue of that. Man, it's good. Afternoon comic book fan, what is up, Chop and Drop? Great cover for sure. The paper sucked on the new DC covers, I heard. Yeah, there was an article that went out about them going to be reducing the paper quality on their A covers, and you can feel they are thinner. Like I pick these things up and read DC Comics no less than 5 days out of the week, and you can feel a difference in their A covers. Their card stocks and all that, no different. They're all the same. It's just the A covers that are reduced. They feel just a little bit thinner. Definitely don't say they suck. None of my books came with any like ink waves, like when some of these publishers out there do paper so shoddy and so thin that just the ink getting put on the cover creates waves as if the cover were wet. So none of the books have any of that effect. It's not that to that degree, but you most certainly can tell that they are thinner if you're used to holding them, kind of thing. But yep. Maybe that will keep them from inflating prices anymore, especially on these A covers. I mean, that's a $3.99 book. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. But Batman was a $4.99 book. It's got a lot more pages in it than Black Adam. It has a backup story for Zur-En Triumphant, where you see him having a long discussion with all the other Bat personalities from across the multiverse in Zur-En form. Some don't agree with him. Nothing new at my Walmart yet. We haven't even gotten any Aquaman stuff. Yo, check the clearance section. I watched the Adventures Joseph Michael's YouTube channel, and he found the entire Spin Master Aquaman wave. They went straight to the clearance section, $3 a pop. We have all of them now. Picked all those up for the kids. Just woke up from work. Hope everyone is doing well. Absolutely. A little behind in my weekly comic reading. Been busy, hoping to sit down and read and catch up here soon. It's a great day to do it. It is a great day to do it. I appreciate that, Kyle. Yeah, if y'all haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. I feel like I know too much about Dur's work schedule. Yeah. Never too much Dur's. I looked for the new Lego yesterday. Nothing. I'm sorry. Lady Fantastic, hello and Happy New Year. What up, nerds? Working from home today, so this is a new discovery, LOL. Nice. Well, I'm here every Tuesday at approximately 2 p.m. Is this week the first time the covers are reduced? Yes. To my knowledge, yes. The ones from last week did not feel that way. They're definitely like, I don't think you get that noise with the new ones. This is last week's. Yeah. I mean, it's not that, like, you can feel a difference, but it's not like game changing. Like, oh my God, they better fix this. It seems like it should be fine. I would prefer the thicker covers, but liquid wrapping. Yeah. Marvel quality is crap. Yeah. That's what I was referring to. I'm not trying to like bash on them for it or anything, especially a company with the kind of means that they have. But Marvel reduced their paper quality so far down that all the comics have like ripples on them just from the ink being applied. That's a little too low. Like you can bump it back up just a little bit. You know what I mean? And DC still does the premium format covers for like the B covers and C covers, where they're kind of like artwork driven covers, more collectible cover driven. So they're still card stock, stiff as it can get. Marvel is the worst paper by far. I definitely get worried every time I hold a Marvel one that isn't going to melt. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I checked the clearance section. It's the first place my cart goes toward. Got an elf on a shelf action figure with some snow stuff. Oh, that's super dope. My ears were burning when someone just talking about me. There he is. Yeah. Follow this guy right here. You'll get some great intel on where to find some toys and stuff. I saw his video. Me and the kids went. Boom, lo and behold, there they were. I picked up finally Batman Beyond Fan Expo exclusive with foil cover. Nice. Pencil autograph limited edition to 500. Very cool. I picked up the King Daredevil and Electra Daredevil figure and got them set up with posing them how they were fighting in the comic, which they would have made a Lord Punisher figure. That's pretty cool. Picked up Duke's A cover today, and their paper feels super thin. I don't know. I didn't notice it on the Duke. I thought like that kind of stuff's been pretty solid so far.
Hey, you guys.
Oh yeah, Duke does. Yeah, Duke is super thin. Like, and this feels, it doesn't have like a gloss feel to it either. The DC,
I
yeah.
want to feel the block.
I said gloss. Feel how thin it feels. Feels like it's just gonna rip easy, don't it?
Will it rip easy?
Not if we don't rip it. So the DC stuff is definitely thicker than that for sure. The new DC stuff is still thicker than that. Got Jang's cover coming, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, absolutely. I got the Duke #1 that Jang did, and I opted for the option that they did with the graded card of the cover. I got that coming too. I don't think it's actually graded. It's just encased in a little slab. It's not actually have a certified quality number. I did the same thing with Cobra #1. I appreciate that, Lisa. Definitely a good start to the new year. Hey. Duke did feel super thin. Yeah. I didn't even remember that. That's rough. Now I'm wondering, I don't remember Transformers being like that or Void Rivals being like that. I wonder why Duke is. I like Duke. It was a fun read. My LCS also had an exclusive cover that I picked up. What LCS do you use? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Duke was fantastic. Duke was an amazing read. It felt like a Rick Flag comic to me. I'm very DC centric minded, but it was so good. Which Duke, Bo or Luke? I think this one was it was Luke. Nope, it was Bo. It was definitely Bo. You got Cobra and Duke in a bundle pack. Very cool. I use Nirvana Comics in Knoxville. Oh, dope. I think I followed them on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I do. All right, next up, guys. What's on the stack here? Superman 78, the Iron Curtain, issue #3. We are further expanding the Christopher Reeve Superman the movie universe. Now, I do want to remind people, after issue 2, we have solidified where in the timeline of the Christopher Reeve movies these comics fall. Volume 1 and Volume 2 take place after Superman 1. The original Superman the movie, the events of Superman 2, 3, and 4 are not canon to these comics. They're rewriting that timeline. You start with Superman the movie and you continue with this because there's some stuff that if you take 2 into context, it wouldn't line up with anything in here. In issue 2, we saw that Superman's parents are still alive. They're in the bottled city of Kandor back at the Fortress of Solitude. He has taken Lois Lane to the Fortress of Solitude for the first time in this story, where he did it in the movie at a different time kind of thing. So stuff like that. What's cool about this is we're introduced to the Christopher Reeve Superman universe Metallo. Last volume, we got Brainiac, which was really cool. This volume, we're getting Metallo, where he's kind of playing to the time era in this. He's a Russian super soldier project kind of thing. He has a heart of kryptonite. And then issue 2, we saw Superman responding to a pilot's distress call. He was being attacked by Metallo while operating a spy plane over Russia. Superman responds to save the pilot, gets into a fight with Metallo, and gets his butt whipped because of the kryptonite heart that Metallo is powered by. What was cool is that pilot, he was call sign Highball. Confirmation that we now have other people than just Superman present inside of this universe. I'm not saying that Highball will have a Green Lantern ring. They never use the name Hal Jordan. They just stick with Highball as an Easter egg. We get introduced to another Superman regular character in this issue. I won't spoil anything. I'm absolutely loving it. Tones, vibes, feel, everything is spot on for Superman, the movie with the Christopher Reeve stuff. Robert Venditti is nailing this, knocking it out of the park. Fantastic series. If you're a fan of Superman, if you love those movies, Christopher Reeve, all of that, any of those things, that book is definitely for you. What is going on in the Mad Respect? Cobra. JB, what's going on? I hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a happy new year. Giving my Valentine that a heart of kryptonite. Oh, it's a good way to test, see if you'll be okay. Speaking of kryptonite, we've got another super title that started this week. And like we mentioned earlier, the Superman's Deadliest Enemy has his first solo series ever. The bloodbath starts here. Kneel Before Zod, issue #1, slated as the most brutal comic of the year. We're 48 hours into the year, and I can confirm, in the last 48 hours, this is in fact the most brutal comic that I have read. Not to downplay or make light of it, but that is true. I don't know how edgy they're going for this or how violent they're going for this. There is definitely violence in this, a good bit of it. What we have here is Zod establishing himself in the universe away from Earth on his own world, a place that he has named New Kandor. You get to see that Zod with some people that are close to him are trying to build a new Krypton, a new city, not taking over Earth and doing it. And he has a wife, he has a child, another child on the way, and he's dealing with the issues with a kid growing up with the name of Zod, what it means to be Zod, to be in that family lineage, forged in fire, bathed in blood, just a ruthless ruler. And it looks like he has to fight off some small evasions by some Kuns in here, and I tell you what, it gets violent. The United Planets that are kind of like the ruling universe society in space is going to be addressing some of the actions in this. I don't know how far they're going to take it, but he's wanting to get this planet set up and poof, make the bottled city of Kandor bigger and populate his planet with them. Not sure how far it's going to go, how many issues or whatnot, but I was very pleasantly surprised with how enjoyable this was. It wasn't the fastest pace until you get to the second half. They do have a lot of establishing that they do. I like the way that Zod carries himself, the way that he interacts with people, the way that he talks, almost like an old English general at times kind of thing. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Like I said earlier, I'm a Superman guy, so getting more stuff Superman adjacent is never a bad thing for me. But yeah, definitely pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool. Christopher Reeve is so dear to my heart because he was the first Superman movie I ever saw. Yeah, he is Superman. I say it all the time. There's been a lot of great Superman actors. Henry Cavill played a good Superman. Christopher Reeve is Superman. Superman series by John Williamson is my favorite Superman book right now, but that new Zod one looks interesting. Might pick it up. Yeah, the main Superman title by Joshua Williamson has been super duper solid. I'm an Action Comics guy. It's one of those things like what do you like more? And you give me two options that I'll absolutely love to death. I'm enjoying both of them. I'm going to write a comic called Kneel Before Todd. It's a porn starring McFarlane. You might be onto something there, Taylor. Also, while we're on to Action Comics versus Superman, Philip Kennedy Johnson just wrapped up his tenure on Action Comics. He had an epic run. It's going down in history. His name is etched in the historical halls of Action Comics and in Superman stories alike. You have Action Comics. Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, War World, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. He's in there. But one thing that they're going to be doing differently moving forward with the Action Comics title, and I think I might have a little thing here. Starting next week, Action Comics will be shifting with issue number 1061. If you look at the top, there's no Dawn of DC banner up there like there was. You now have Superman Superstars. It's an anthology of a sort. The formatting isn't exactly 100% clear here. Instead of having multiple mini stories written by different writers, we're going to be doing mini arcs is what I believe. Like maybe the first 6 issues will be under this writer, then the next under the next writer. They've already announced numerous names that'll be working on this book, but I don't know how long each person will be doing it kind of thing. Starting with 1061, Jason Aaron, famous Marvel writer. He's currently over at DC writing Batman Offworld with Doug Mahnke on the art. But he's going to be taking over the first story arc where we're featuring Bizarro. Not just any Bizarro, like an amped up Bizarro. That's kind of been the trend with the Superman stuff right now, is like him having to deal with some familiar faces, but amped up, changed, messed with in different ways. But Zod is supposed to be getting smart. In the back of all the pages of the main DC stuff, they're really doing Jason Aaron a solid, giving him a proper welcome, because you're getting numerous pages of the upcoming Superman title, and John Timms is doing the art. So that, for one, is kind of worth the price of admission for Superman fans, I'm sure. But there's it looks really beautiful. It looks pretty dynamic. I don't know how the pacing is going to be. I'm really not the most familiar with Jason Aaron. I read his Punisher run, loved it to death. Checked out Batman Offworld #1. It was perfectly fine. Just didn't need another Batman title, despite Doug Mahnke's beautiful art. But I'm definitely excited for the next era of Action Comics. Very, very much so. He's called the Todd Father for a reason. Exactly. It's just come with extra sticky webbing. I like the Action Comics story. Actually, yeah, Action Comics has been super good. I don't think anyone hasn't liked it. Superman Family, no, not necessarily. That's why I dropped Action Comics. I didn't like the bunch of different story format. Well, they do you're paying for backup stories, but they're not just doing that in Action. They're doing that in a lot of them, where there's an extra $1 on the comic, and there's an additional story at the end that you can choose to read or not to read. Like, you can take them out, drop the $1, and it's still just a full Action Comics issue. Like, a lot of the backstories are throwback stories. They did Lois and Clark 2, which called back to when John was young, following up on Doombreaker and stuff like that. But yeah, I always get Action and Superman, so I'll see how it is. So far, Superman has been very good for me in general. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm never dropping Action or Superman. I'm not breaking the run. Will it be like Action of the 80s where it started off with several characters having their own stories, or maybe the Action of Burn where it was more of a DC Comics Presents? I don't know. Like I said, it's a little unclear. Jason Aaron Thor is legendary. Is he the one who did Gore the God Butcher? Hit or miss for Hydrus. Yeah. Action has been an anthology from issue 1. Yeah, the context, right, Pops? Jason Aaron writing is enough to get me to pick it up. Okay, there we go. I dropped Action a while back as well because I didn't care about the backups. Yeah, I don't get the idea of dropping them because of the backups. I mean, price tag isn't that conflated. It's like $1 more. But if the story's good, there's been times when I don't keep up with all the backups and stuff if it's sitting on stuff that I absolutely don't care about. Green Lantern right now has backups in it. A lot of stuff does. That's just like the format they're working with. Probably won't be pulling it again, unfortunately. Yeah, and Jane Foster. Nice. So yeah, Action Comics wrapped up very well. We kind of touched on that as we went there. But yeah, Philip Kennedy Johnson did an amazing job. I don't know if anyone else was reasoning that that finale was super duper epic. He really could he really just understands the character of Superman. He understands the assignment when it comes to that character. Played true to him, very very true to him. Yeah, Aaron did Thor, which is arguably his best. Gore the God Butcher was incredible. His Punisher was also great, but wasn't super big on his Doctor Strange run. Yeah, I hadn't checked out his Doctor Strange run. I read that. Man, that Punisher run was tough. It was super tough. Thanks, Jeremy. We definitely are. Let's see what else did I have over here. I think that might be it. I think we might go ahead and get this giveaway rocking and rolling and get out of here a little early today. It's my lag. I got to work tomorrow. Then the kids go to school after that. So it's last day with the kids. I got Finn his first little pew pew. So I'm going to take him outside and set up the target and start doing a little pew pew practice. That'll be fun. Got him like one of those airsoft pew pews. We're not moving up to metal BBs yet. We'll start with some plastic ones and see how he does. It'll be fun. How about Superman and Lois? Yeah, that show was fantastic. Jerry just wrapped up season 3. Did you binge through all of it? You about ready? Hey. What are you looking at? Yeah, I know. I'll go ahead and get this wrapped up and we'll go outside and do it.
What can we find them?
Find what?
Find the other beads that came with it?
What do you mean find them? There's some that come with it. Then I bought that whole big container. There's no way you'll go through those, and it'll take you forever to go through that many.
Yeah, it's okay if we lose the blue ones, but not if we lose.
You can lose all of them.
And we can buy more blue ones and more green ones?
Yes. That's how that works.
But what happens when they run out of green ones?
You get more.
The store buys more?
Mm-hmm.
We get more and more. And what if we find the ones that went missing?
They don't go missing. You just don't need to worry about picking them up. They'll just be out there.
Yeah, and what if we find the ones that will be in the yard?
There we go. Everyone start dropping that in there.
Pick it back up and shoot it off.
Oh, that'd be cool. I would love to find one of those. just to put up on display. All right. Everyone start dropping that hashtag We Are Legion. We'll get this thing sharing. I see everyone's already getting started. Don't put that in here.
Okay, no.
No, don't. No, you're not. I'm saying no.
I'm not showing this.
Then what are you doing?
I'm going to tell them, still like and subscribe, but if you don't like, still subscribe.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine to tell them that, but you can't hold that up.
Are you still working on the channel?
Yeah. We're going to do a giveaway.
I just told them very quickly.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can
That's good stuff to tell them to like and subscribe. Let's see.
And even if you don't like,
a lot of questions from the little man. Oh yeah, curious and so full of wonderment. So while y'all are loading that up, be sure to turn on that notification bell. We got a lot of cool stuff lined up. Check the YouTube shorts out for those Godzilla X Kong toys. This past Monday, I did my first of the year BTC mystery box unboxing. That was super dope. Yes. I don't remember what's on for tomorrow. Oh, the 2024 collecting goals video. That drops tomorrow. And then if you're a channel member, it's already available to you. And if you're a channel member, the top 10 list for next week will post directly following this show right here. Like the second that this show is over, I'll get that one available for channel members, and it'll go live everywhere else as usual on Saturdays. Big shout out and thank you as well to all of the channel members. You know, I have that Hulk 180 event happening right now that it's actually closed up. He is Lady F. He certainly is. Lady F said you're super cool, buddy.
Oh, it's Lady F.
One of the people watching.
On.
Sick looking Optimus. Oh, this one? Yes, that's a Yellow Park Optimus and Optimal Primal back there. And then that is an Austin LeMay original, as is the Shockwave. Let's see. Today is Transformers Tuesday on my channel. Nice. All right. I think I'm caught up on that. Yeah. Then on Saturday, like I said, top 10 new comic book day books, Hulk 180 event. So that's locked in. So starting February, we'll be doing the monthly membership drawing again at the first Sunday of every month. But this month, it'll be for the Hulk 180. Very cool stuff. Let's see. Yep, there's that. So got that ready. So directly following this stream, I'll upload that for channel members. And let's show everybody again what the 3 prizes are for this one. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed. I think I'm not sending them to you. Got to be a subscriber to win. This is.
Have you already read that one?
Yes. This is Titans Beast World World Tour Atlantis. I got to tell you, so far out of the World Tour ones.
Have you read that one already?
Yes. This is absolutely my favorite one. And don't forget.
Do you have 2 of those?
No, I don't. This is the double cover. So it has the C cover, I believe.
Will somebody win that?
Not yet. They're about to. The C cover, I believe, that has this classic like 1950s, 60s sci-fi movie poster. But it has the A cover on the inside featuring everybody's favorite character, Mira. I'll be honest with you, I'm a huge fan of Mira. I like Mira.
Wow.
I think that everyone still associates her
Is
with
that
Amber
what
Heard.
Manta is Stingray?
Yes, it is.
Why I thought Manta is Stingray?
Because everyone's being turned into beasts. Remember those covers that do that? And you can see him change into the animals? Yeah. When he changed to an animal, he changed into that. How cool is that?
Stingray?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Does Aquaman turn into anything?
You got to read it and see. I can't spoil that. Next up, Poison Ivy, issue number 18, in Yucca League. Gorgeous, gorgeous variant here. The Fungus is Among Us variant. Pretty wicked. Yeah, that's in Yuck Lee. When I saw that, I'm like, dude, that's crazy. And then last but not least, issue 1, Foil Goodness of Kneel Before Zod. The most brutal comic of the year. We're 48 hours in and it's holding the records. What's going to dethrone it? We'll see. This was a cool first start to it. So all 3 of these are going to one lucky winner. Then after we draw the winner, we will draw the random DC Cosmic cards. But wait, if you've been watching the shorts, you know that I've gotten a lot more cards. I actually have some of the DC Hero NFT cards now added to the box. When I get doubles of those are being thrown in here, and I'm going to cover up some of it. But if you download the Hero app, the HRODC app, you can scan those QR codes in. 2 of them out of these, I can't remember which 2, have already been scanned in. But the rest of them still have the QR code. So we're going to mix those into the box as well. So you might get Cosmic cards, you might get Hero cards. No telling. Going in, mixing them in randomly to the box. Good stuff there. All right, take it easy, Kyle. Have a good day. They added Aquaman to Netflix. I watched it last night. Oh, very cool, Norm. I'm assuming you mean the first Aquaman. I don't know if y'all saw it, but Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom, it's got legs. It's got legs. It crossed over $254 million out of nowhere. The international market is what propelled it to over $1 billion when the first one released. And it looks like the international market is going strong with it right now. Even domestically, it's outperformed what they initially thought it would. That first week was kind of low. I mean, this isn't a $1 billion film like the first one is, but it's performing a lot better than they thought. It's already blown past the Marvels. It's projecting and looking like it's going to potentially have like Black Adam numbers. It's already blown past the Flash as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. In and out of service. I'm with the lucky winner of the great giveaway. Please do it again for another lucky person. In and out of service. If I'm the lucky winner. Oh, you got it. Will do. I bet Spawn and the Deviant are more violent. I bet Spawn's not. You got to read it. You'd have to read it to see, Durs.
Who won? Who won?
I haven't drawn it. About to draw it in a second. Yeah, you have to read it to see. It's definitely violent, like dismemberings and torturing and stuff like that. Like Zod. It's Zod on a planet he's ruling with no one to answer to or for his crime. So think Black Adam, but on a planet with no one to call you out. You know who Black Adam is.
Oh, from the movie Black Adam?
Yeah, in the comics.
Does Black Adam get turned into somebody?
Remember, he got turned into the lion.
But how?
You don't remember that? I showed you the book.
Who turned him into a lion?
I showed you the book.
I don't remember.
Well, you're going to have to dig deep in your memory banks. All right, let's spin this thing. Let's spin this thing. And the winner for today's new DC Day giveaway is, and keep in mind, it's free shipping in the U.S. only. If you're a channel member, I'll ship anywhere, but other than that, it's free shipping U.S. only. Boom, boom, boom. Norin Rad 82. Congrats to Norin.
Norin? Who's Warren?
I didn't say Warren. I said Norin.
Oh, Norin.
Oh.
I thought it was Warren.
No, it's Norin.
Not Warren. Warren and Norin are the same. They sound the same.
I don't know if they do or not.
They kind
They
of
rhyme, right?
Norin.
All right, so we got that on there. Now let's draw and see what 3 cards he's going to win. You're going to draw the cards, Finn? Remember, you can't look.
How?
I mean, you can look, but I'm going to hold it up high. Here, reach up there and pull. We're going to get 3. You can pull them one at a time or pull all 3. Do it however you want.
Okay, we got
hand me
this
that
guy.
one. All right, grab another one.
Ooh, this guy. Gonna get way.
Try to pull from the bottom or something. You want to go with that one? Going with that one?
Yeah.
All right, we got the 3 cards. All right, so up first is one of the great battles. We have Armageddon 2001. Next up, Jack Kirby creation of Steppenwolf. Very awesome. And last one, Great Battles.
You see it?
If you hold it right there and hold it still. The Great Darkness Saga. Boom. So those 3 will be added in there to you, Nora, and I appreciate it. Be sure to DM me with the address where you'd like it sent. Oh, yeah, I think so.
Wait a minute. Is that a training card right here?
Yep, that's one of the DC hero cards. When I'm getting doubles, I'm throwing them in there. Some McGinnis artwork from Superman Batman Volume 1.
I really would like this one.
Yeah, well, you really can't have it. How about that?
See,
It's in there because we already have one for us.
look, I closed the door.
You did. It's not made to do that.
Opened it.
All right, cards in there. These are going to you, good sir. I appreciate everybody watching.
Who's good soul?
I guess they're all good sirs, except for the ladies. They're good ma'ams, right?
Good
Sir and
souls.
ma'am.
Good souls are all the mams, and good mams are all the boys.
Awesome sauce. You really can't have it. Yeah, we have one. I've got stacks of cards that I opened down there and put the doubles into this box. Got to share the love. Don't even know what the one I'm going to do with the ones I'm keeping. But I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget, live stream 3 times a week, Friday morning, Sunday nights, Tuesday afternoons right here. I appreciate everybody supporting the channel. Be sure to check out the merch store down below
And
if you want to get some swag.
subscribe. Like and subscribe. If you don't like, still subscribe.
And consider hitting that join button, becoming a channel member. About like right now, I think we're like 90 members strong.
And if you see a bell, click the bell too to like and subscribe also. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah.
Perfect. Thank you, buddy. All those things that Finn suggested and more. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we...
Listen!